guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy Ann, and today we're going to be doing a different kind of video. I think it might become a series if y'all really like it. We're not sure. But today I have my special guest with me today. I have Rose, my sister, and we're going to be doing a strange kind of video that I think I'm going to be calling Realistically Fake, where we advise writers how to write scenes realistically. I'm a writer. Rose here is a ferocious reader. And so we have 3 circumstances given to us by writers, and we're going to advise them on how to write this scene or instance realistically.
Yep.
So our first scene is a realistic scene of meeting someone.
How are we gonna do this? Should it be that casual hi, or should it be like they run into somebody?
Okay,
Or
I
they're
find
thrown
that
into circumstances.
well, I find
also.
it's really not realistic when people like run into each other, like literally run into each other, and it's usually the love interest. I have never run head on into a boy ever in my life, I don't think. Have you?
No. Well, I'm glad I haven't.
I mean, maybe you could if you're literally like super hurrying, your arms covered, you can't see any arms covered, like your arms are full, you can't see anything. You're just running, and then wham, you're into somebody. But
Then you stumble backwards and you're like, oh, sorry, hi.
yeah, but I don't think most people in their life has ever met somebody that way.
I certainly have not.
Yeah, I used to think that was literally how everybody meets somebody. Like when I was younger, because I read so many books, I thought that was just normal. Like you're supposed to run into people.
Usually, like, your parents say hi first, but if this is like I'm guessing this is more a young
Parents say hi.
Yeah, like your parent, if you're like in a family, your parents will be saying hi to somebody else. Like, if this is at a
Only
conference,
if it's an old man.
That's just one scenario of meeting somebody, because I know we've done that before. Because we've talked to people, or, yeah.
That's only if that fits in your book plot, and it just so happened they were
Yeah,
going
but
to
there's lots of
conference.
different,
True.
there's so many
Okay,
different scenarios.
So, the one thing I want to say about writing a realistic meeting someone scene, 1, meeting someone's usually really awkward, so make it kind of awkward. 2, you usually say hi, so make sure you say hi to the person in your book. Because,
hello.
I don't know, a lot of times I feel like in books they run into them, or they just never really say hello and get introduced to each other, because every person I've ever met, I've been either a friend, or I walk
First
up and I'm
time
like,
seeing
hi,
people.
I'm so-and-so. Or my friend's like, hey, this is so-and-so. And so we shake hands and we've met.
Or like, it's a dare. And they go
True.
up to you.
But you just come up and like, hi, I'm so-and-so. So it's like, it's always the kind of hi.
Yeah.
But like, people never shake each other's hands in books. I mean, I understand if you're a slave and you were like, you don't shake your master's hand, or like, you know, you're in prison, you don't shake the prison guard's hand.
Like, hello, guard. Please shake my hand. My
I'm
name
so-and-so.
and I'm
But-
gonna be in this prison.
At the
Camp
same
or
time,
whatever.
if it's like a very casual meeting, and especially if it's contemporary, make the people shake each other's hand. Secondly, our circumstance is an excited teenager in fantasy. You're a fantasy reader, so give me your advice.
So, what is this trying to say? Like, this person all of a sudden is thrown into fantasy?
Yeah,
Or
instead of being like, oh, I don't want to be in this fantasy world, they're like, oh, I'm in this fantasy world. I am so excited.
first they'd probably be like, oh my goodness! Or something like that. 'Cause
Yeah,
they'd be like,
make sure you have
I'm
this reach.
seriously in another world. I'm seriously seeing for the first time in my life a griffin. Or something like that.
Yeah, because a lot of times the books are like,
fairy.
I don't want to be here. I want to go back to my home and my bed and my
You're
Netflix
like-
and chill.
What are you talking about? If you were in a fantasy world, I would be so excited. I might even faint because I'd be scared and excited at the same time because I'm like, this should not be happening, but it's happening.
Yeah, I think most of the people that get sucked into the fantasy worlds are horror people. People that are reading horror stories instead of fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not impressed. Okay. So I think the first thing to do is make sure that the character you have, instead of disliking change, is longing for change. But when they come to the fantasy world, this is where you're gonna have trouble, because in book mechanics, you are supposed to give your character what they want, but not in the way they want it. So your character wants change, but you're supposed to give them change in a way they didn't want it. So that's maybe coming to a fantasy world. Or they hate change, and so they're scared because they come to a fantasy world. So that's why I think most protagonists in fantasy books are reluctant to be where they are. But then you always have Lucy in Narnia.
Maybe it should be like two friends are thrown into a fantasy world.
Oh,
One
that would be
hates
funny.
it, one loves it, or they're siblings or twins or something, and they're thrown into a fantasy world, and one hates it, one loves it, and they're always fighting because one loves it and one hates it.
That would be interesting. I feel like that would be me and you. So, I think that's just the core. You need to have your character,
Sorry.
maybe already have your character just really into fantasy books. So when you have the snapshot of their before life, you know, when it's normal, you have them with their room painted with unicorns and mermaids, or, you know, they're just obsessed with, yeah, if they're a guy, dragons. They're just obsessed
I
with,
like dragons.
if they're guy, dragons. So just kind of make it where they already are in love with that kind of world and they want change. And so when they finally get to whatever world that they're supposed to be in, they're super excited to be here. So the next circumstance we have, and the final circumstance, is a scene of two sworn enemies. Whenever I hear this, I always immediately think of Anne of Green Gables. That's just like,
Oh, I don't know what I think of, but sometimes I think of
of us! Excuse me.
I don't know why, but I do.
Excuse me, I'm very hurt.
Well, sometimes we fight.
Only sometimes. We're not sworn enemies.
No, we're not sworn enemies.
But I don't know.
Frenemies.
I just, no, we're not. We're sisters. I feel like Anne of Green Gables, like the Gilbert and Anne relationship, just really shows enemies very well. Because in the real world, there's not many of us that have this, I'm going to kill you because I hate your guts kind of enemies. If we have those kind of enemies, we usually end up behind jail bars.
Yeah. Or we like move to two different countries or something.
Yeah, so
States
usually we
away.
have those people that we're like extremely nice to with the cutting sarcasm because we really hate their guts, but we're not going to kill them because we're sane human beings.
Frenemies.
Yeah, no, like we're enemies, but we're not like sworn. We hate each other. So I feel like the Anne of Green Gables books really show that very well with Anne and Gilbert because they have the kind of balance there where they are both sworn to competing with each other and hating each other, but they aren't going out there with their
guns.
yeah, their Colt revolvers and being like, "Hey, dude, you want a duel?" That's for Hamilton and Burr.
Snipers or something.
Yeah, that's just for
Wait for them.
Hamilton and Burr.
And then you run away.
And if like you're Hamilton and Burr, your story's gonna have to end with me. Why, I'm the man that shot him. Yeah,
Never read the book, so.
it's me. Yeah. So I think with sworn enemies, the biggest thing is to kind of balance the eneminess, because a lot of times we like to overdo the black and white and kind of make it unbelievable. There are lots of ways, but just don't make it be, I have my sword and I'm going to come hunt you for the rest of my life. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give this video a like and a subscribe to my channel down below. Turn on the bell notifications so then you can find out where I am when I post. Not where I am, when I post. If you'd like to see more videos like this or have a circumstance that you're writing told how to do it realistically, comment down below. Comment. We love comments. Don't we love comments?
Yes.
We love comments. Also, if you want to find out more about me, or even Rose, though she's not really on my other social media platforms very much, you can look at my Instagram, which will be in the description box down below, or my blog, which is also in the description down below. So thank you so much for watching this
And
video.
go check it out.
Go check it
Bye.
out.